When Republicans gathered in January for their first party meeting since their big red wave for the midterms became a big red puddle, they adopted this resolution, quote, affirming the Republican National Committee's commitment to life, end quote. They specifically gave this prescription for the next election cycle, quote, go on offense in the 2024 election cycle and expose the Democrats' extreme position of supporting abortion on demand, end quote. Go on offense. Now, that marching order might come as a surprise to anyone who thinks that the Republican-induced fall of Roe v. Wade is the force that shook the 2022 midterm elections. But regardless, Republicans resolved to double down with more anti-abortion legislation, more anti-abortion candidates. This week, one lawmaker in Idaho described what that posture looks like for the actual humans, including voters in her states, which just banned out-of-state travel for abortion for minors.
I think my mom would say that she paid it forward, all that she and my dad did for us, and I want to do that for my grandkids. But I can't encourage my two daughters to settle in Idaho with the laws we have on the books. I would be terrified to have my daughters try to carry a pregnancy here. This is not a safe place to be pregnant. I think this statute is tearing families apart.
Fueling that lawmaker's concern about being able to be there both for her aging parents and her future grandchildren was Idaho's new law creating a crime called abortion trafficking. It means that if you help a person younger than 18 years old travel for an abortion procedure or to pick up abortion medication without permission from a parent or guardian, you could face jail time. If you're an aunt or an uncle or a grandmother trying to help your pregnant relative, you could go to jail. Today in Texas, a woman is burying her premature daughter after only 33 weeks of pregnancy. 20 weeks into her pregnancy, the woman learned that her fetus had a fatal condition. The brain and skull would never develop. The baby would not survive long after birth. Her doctor told her, well, because of the new law, you don't have any options. You have to go on with your pregnancy. Her newborn died just 4 hours after being born. In Florida, Governor Ron DeSantis is expected to soon sign a 6-week abortion ban after the state Senate approved the bill this week, despite fierce public opposition. The chamber had to pause debate on the bill for about 10 minutes as protesters screamed, "People will die." And that's just the thing. Even just in the state of Florida, this kind of legislation is not popular. Most Floridians disapprove of the Supreme Court's Dobbs decision. Recent polling shows 64% of Americans believe abortion should be legal in most cases. Voters largely back abortion rights. Just take a look at the Wisconsin Supreme Court election this Tuesday. Liberal-aligned Judge Janet Protasiewicz trounced her more conservative opponent in a race of the open seat on the state's highest court. Protasiewicz has been outspoken about her support for abortion rights. Her defeated opponent expressed his opposition to abortion. He lost by 11 points. As Michelle Goldberg writes in a new piece for the New York Times titled "The Abortion Ban Backlash is Starting to Freak Out Republicans," quote, you can't message away forced birth. Republicans' political problem is twofold. Their supporters take the party's position on abortion seriously, and now, post-Roe, so does everyone else, end quote.